Welcome back to my channel, guys. In this video, we're going to take this day look that we created in the last video and turn it into a night look using all our same Mascara Beauty compact products that we used in the previous video. So first things first, we are going to build up our foundation shade. So this is Mango. I'm going to place this color everywhere that I need that foundation coverage to be built up. Again, guys, these creams build and blend into each other so seamlessly. And if you notice, I'm not putting this foundation shade in the areas where I'm going to add more contour and blush and highlight. So next is that contour shade. So in our last video for our daytime look, we used a color called Stone. This is indigo, and we are going to place this color right where we want it, and then we use the fuller side of the brush to blend that color and build up that color where we had used stone before. Now we're going to build up the shade on the other side, placing that color right where we want it, blending it in, building it out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that stone contour color from our first daytime video, and I'm going to place this on my temples and forehead. I wanted to add more definition and color, but I didn't necessarily want it to be as dark as indigo that I used on my cheekbones. Just blend that down the chin. Now I'm taking stone, I'm pinching my brush, and I'm going to use this to contour my nose. Same idea. Place the color right where you want it, and then we're going to use the other side to press that color in and soften all of those edges out. Now I'm taking a damp sponge. This is our Beauty Perfector sponge. And I'm just pressing all of those creams together, making it nice and smooth. With this same damp beauty sponge, I am going to bake the under eyes with a translucent loose powder. I take this under my eyes. I crease under my eyes so easily. So when I'm doing a fuller look, I always make sure to bake under the eyes and then anywhere else that I tend to get shiny quicker. Now while this is baking and setting, I'm going to go into this blush color called Nude and my stippling brush, and I am going to build up the blush from our previous everyday look. Just stippling that on the cheek and then blending it out and blending it in to the cream underneath. Once I get that color built up the way I like, I match it up on the other side. Now I'm going to take my everyday pressed powder and I'm just going to press this powder and set the rest of my face. Notice I'm not dusting this, I'm pressing the powder and this baked powder into the skin. I want to press this into the cream foundations. I don't want to move the foundation or the colors underneath. I just want to set them. Now I'm taking my powdered bronzer and I'm just going to kind of warm up the face, the cheeks, up the temple, across the forehead, and then I'll even take this color around the jaw and down the neck, just really to kind of give an overall smooth bronzed look. Now I'm going to take this smaller blending brush and that same bronzing powder and I'm going to chisel out the nose just a little bit more. It is so fun to be back playing with makeup again. I'm so excited to have found a new makeup line that brings back all the feels. I'm taking a damp sponge and I'm just pressing everything in, making sure it's all blended. Now I'm going to take this powder. This is a highlight powder called Goldie. It is a beautiful gold. I tap that into the skin first and then I blend it out. It's a beautiful gold highlight. Super sheen, but not super chunky glittery kind of sheen. I'm going to take that highlight right down my nose, across my lip, just the high points of the face that I want to look like is catching light. Now I'm going to take my brow brush. I'm going to spray a little bit of setting spray on it. I'm going to take this dark brown color I used last time for my brow, and we're going to make these brows just a little more glam. So I'm going to start off just like I did in my everyday brow video, defining the bottom of the brow. I like the underneath of the brow to be real clean and defined, and then I'll take that color and kind of brush it upwards into the hair. And then when I'm doing a little more glammy brow, I do define the top, and then I bring the color down into the hair. So if you watched the last video, I use the spoolie end a lot more often, and that just helps to soften the brow. I don't necessarily want a super soft brow this time around. We want to be a little more glam. And so you can see the difference between the everyday brow and the glam brow. Now I'm going to take this lighter foundation shade and a super thin flathead brush, and we're going to just chisel out the bottom of the brow and make it look super clean underneath. This step is totally optional. This is just a personal preference of mine when I am doing a more fancy look. And I'm just using the warmth of my finger there to kind of melt that color into the skin and blend it all out. And we're going to hop over and do the exact same thing on the other side. And now we're going to take this light shaded shadow and we're going to set the underbrow area. Pressing the color in first to make sure we're actually setting the product underneath. And then hopping over to the same thing. Now I'm going to take this nude color and I'm going to put this on the first half of my eyelids to kind of mute out that soft pink that we did in the everyday look. What's nice is that because we used cream, it's going to kind of work as a lid primer and the shadow is going to stick right to it. Now I'm taking it's a kind of a deep burgundy brown, and we're going to use this in the outer corner of the eye and just in little soft motions blend that color in. These eyeshadows blend so well together. There is very little to any fallout with them. They're pigmented and they are really, really user-friendly. So just pressing that color where I want it and then using little tiny movements and motions to soften the edges. Now I'm going to take this burnt orange color and I'm going right over that line where that burgundy brown and my highlight color met, and I'm just using this orange shade to blend them together. So there's no harsh lines. You can use a warm orange tone, you could use a cool tone brown. I was wearing a bright orange shirt, so I went with a brighter color. Now with that same burgundy brown and this tiny little eyeshadow brush, I'm using this to kind of smoke out and line the bottom lash line. Now I'm going in with our black shadow, the tiniest little bit. This is a super pigmented black shadow, and I want to be able to build this color if I want to. It's kind of hard to go in real heavy-handed and then have to blend and soften. I prefer to add a little at a time and build it up to where I want. Now with this color, I am not going to blend it out in the entire area that the dark brown was in. I'm trying to kind of keep this a little closer towards the crease and just to help add a little more drama and definition to the eye shape. This is a super cool product, you guys. I'm going to link information for this down below. This is a sticky liquid liner. With this product, you don't need lash glue because it is the lash glue. So you line your eyes just like you would with any other liquid liner. This has a felt tip. It makes it so simple. Throwing on a little bit of mascara. Not worrying too much about it because we're going to throw some lashes on. Here we go. Again, I will link information on the sticky liner and the lashes. These are Beauty Mark Pro products. But look how easy. No need for lash glue, just stick them on there. I'm using a white eyeliner in the waterline. This just helps, even though we use dark colors and shadows on the eye, by throwing in a nude or a white eyeliner in the bottom waterline, it helps to keep the eyes open. So if you have small eyes, this is an awesome trick when you're doing a smoky look. Throwing some mascara on my 7 bottom eyelashes. Now we're going to line the lips with kind of a nude brown color liner from Urban Decay. And to fill in the lips, I'm going to use our cream blush in Summer Love and a lip brush, and I'm going to use that to fill in the lips. It gives you that really pretty nudie pink lip. And there you have it. Look at this highlight. I mean, hello. Hello, highlight. I hope you guys enjoyed this day to nighttime makeup look. I will see you guys in the next one.